welcome to the channel. Tis the season. Yes, it is that time of year. So, for those who celebrate, Merry Christmas, and for those who don't, Happy Holidays. That also means there's a lot of this. The problem is, when it's Christmas time here in South Africa, there's a lot of this. Do you see the problem? So, in this video, I am going to draw a South African Santa, or as we call it, Father Christmas. This is my concept sketch. I know you can't really see it, but it's a South African inspired Father Christmas. As always, please excuse all the background noise. The traffic and the hadi-das are something else today. But starting off, I am checking if my pens are waterproof. Because, well, Christmas is colorful. And this little activity might be the obvious clue as to what comes next. And, well, look at that. It's a Christmas miracle. And before I continue, let's all take a moment to very closely observe those pods. Ew, it needs to be cleaned. But yes, I publicly denounced watercolors as something that I will no longer participate in. But after all this time, I've picked up the paintbrush and well, since this video is sped up and cut, you guys can't really know how long it actually took me to realize that I was painting off camera, but it was a while. Anyway, where was I? Denouncing watercolors is something I will no longer participate in. Well, since my issue with the watercolors is blending and shading, I figured, well, the ink does most of that, so maybe this can work together. I imagined it in my head beautifully. A perfectly inked drawing with one wash of watercolor over just for that touch of color. Except my ink pens aren't waterproof. But I can still put the watercolors down first and then top it with the ink. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm putting down my base layers, not caring about shading or blending, just putting down some color to bring out that Christmas spirit. Growing up, we definitely did not have it easy, but somehow Christmas is a good memory. So I really love Christmas, but I really struggle with the white winter decor when we have Christmas in summer. And I know, if I had to browse online, I'd probably find some boutique decor that indicates a summer Christmas in South Africa. But that's the point. It shouldn't be boutique decor in South Africa. It should be the standard. So I took it upon myself. A South African inspired Santa, or rather Father Christmas. And here we are. The groundwork is done. The base layers plus the outlines. Now the fun begins. Christmas time in South Africa is very casual. Of course, there are those who make it a fancy event and it's beautiful, but for the most part, it's a casual event. Most people braai. That's what we call a barbecue. Braaiing is a prominent part of South African culture. And most people have a few drinks around the braai as well, hence why South African Santa is a little bit tipsy. And is holding a six-pack under the arm, though some have argued that that should probably have been a bottle of Richelieu or Klipdrift, two beloved brands of South African brandy, because us South Africans do love our Klippies. I'm hoping that this would catch on, because how cool would it be to see different renditions of South African Santas? We are the Rainbow Nation. We are multicultural. Anyway, I've moved on to the eyes and I felt that it was too dark. So I used an ink marker and an acrylic paint pen to diffuse and smudge it a little bit. which worked like a charm since the ink is not waterproof. It actually gave it an effect that I really like. Then I tried the same technique on the pants to create that same smudged effect, but it didn't work as well that time. And that's okay, it's teaching me where the limitations are with this technique. Now I know. But between the ink pens and the white acrylic marker, it worked beautifully. The result is stunning. And then for those who are not South African, you might be looking at this Santa's feet and think, well, why on earth is he wearing socks with his slops? Well, that is the question, isn't it? I think all South Africans do it. Those who say they don't, I think is in denial. Why we do it, I have no idea. But we mock it to no end because South Africans are incapable of taking anything seriously. But this is my South African inspired Santa, or rather Father Christmas. And I think the mediums work together beautifully. And oh my goodness, I couldn't be happier. I think I will incorporate these mediums together more often. But that's it for this video.